Is your hair making you look older? Well, I've rounded up 12 really common mistakes that many of us make. In fact, I've done quite a few of them myself. And we're going to talk about the 12 biggest mistakes and how to fix them. So let's dive right in. The first on my list, and probably one of the most common, is sticking to an outdated style. Hairstyles that were flattering on you decades ago might not be the best choice now, because your hair and your face shape does tend to change over time. So it's beneficial to update your hairstyle. If you've been wearing, for example, a long straight style for years, since college or high school, without layering, that could be a style that's actually weighing down your face and making you look older. Number 2 on my list is heat damage. We love our styling tools like hair dryers, straighteners, curling irons, but they can all cause a lot of damage, and it could be aging your hair. And how do you know your hair is damaged from heat? If it's dull, dry, frizzy, and lackluster. And I actually had been experiencing all of these problems. And it's no wonder my hair was so fried. Did you know that traditional hair dryers use a harsh form of convection heat through a nichrome wire? And guess what? This is the same kind of heating technology that toasters use. So no wonder it's so easy to get heat damaged hair. And guess what? I have ditched my old hair dryer. And that brings me to today's video sponsor, SRI. I received the Dri-Q hair dryer from SRI, and it has given me gorgeous, smooth, shiny hair that looks like I had a professional salon blowout. And what makes it unique is Dri-Q uses infrared red light therapy that dries your hair at a much cooler temperature to help prevent damage. The Dri-Q is a light and compact foldable hair dryer. And look at this, it's also really sleek and sexy. You can leave it right out on your counter. And even though it's compact, it's just as powerful as other hair dryers. Since it's light and fast, it's easy on your arms, so your arms aren't getting tired by doing a really good blowout. This Dri-Q dryer comes in a gorgeous box that you can store it in if you want, but it also comes with 3 attachments. 2 are nozzles, and 1 is a diffuser for defining curls and waves. And what I love about them is that they're all magnetic, so they're easy, snap on, snap off. It's really quick and easy to change the nozzles when you're drying your hair. And it has several modes, including a hot cool mode, switches on and off. So it's a great option to the cool shot button that you have to hold on the front of the dryer. Plus, this intelligent hair dryer remembers your last setting. And my favorite thing about this dryer is just how shiny, smooth, and healthy my hair looks. And if you want that same smooth, healthy, shiny hair, you can get your own Dri-Q dryer. In fact, they're providing a special discount just for you that's the best on the web. And you just use code Shopping on Champagne, and I'll put a link to it in the description as well as the code. Number 3 on my list is not layering your hair. Now, this is something that I recently experienced. I was trying to grow out my hair, and what happens is I keep getting the bottom cut, and then the layers go away, and I end up with this like heavy mound. I started looking like a kind of like a triangle. It's just so, it gets so heavy down on the bottom. You can see in this picture how heavy it was starting to get at the bottom and weighed down. And I felt like I was fighting it all the time. And another thing, when the hair gets too heavy and you've taken out all the layers, it lacks movement, it lacks shape, and it makes you look tired and less youthful because it's drawing the eye down to the weight. But if you bring the weight back up to where it needs to be and to frame your face, it's going to provide a much more beautiful look. Also, hair can thin and you can lose volume as you age. So using layers strategically can add volume and movement and make your hair appear fuller. Number 4 on my list is making your hair too stiff. I think so many of us do this, and I know I've done this quite a bit. In fact, I do have hairspray on, and I've been trying to crunch it out so that it's just holding my hair but not making me look like a helmet head. But I think a lot of us do it because we want the volume, and so you spray it to stay just where it is, and if you keep putting all the spray on, it will stay that way. But it's aging you, and it gives you a helmet head, and the hair should have some movement to look more youthful. And you can have that too, even if you have a short style. You can have some movement to your hair. It's all in the products that you use and even the dryer that you're using. Number 5 on my list is using too much hair product. Using too much product can weigh down your hair and make it look flat and lifeless. It's better to use less than what you think you need and to choose products that are made for aging hair. You know, how much shampoo should you be using? About the size of a quarter is enough for someone with chin to shoulder length hair. Same thing goes for conditioner. In fact, I use about half that amount when I'm using conditioner. And you can use even less than those amounts when you're dealing with, like, let's say you go to a hotel and they have a water softener system, or if you've had a professional system like that put into your home, you might need to use even half of that or less in the shampoo, because the softener systems, they lessen the amount of product that you need. And you'll know if you're using too much conditioner if your hair feels limp or heavier than usual. And if you have shorter hair, you might need less shampoo. If you have longer hair, you might need a little bit more, but that's just a good rule of thumb, about the size of a quarter. And that leads me right into point number 6, which is product buildup. Now, this can happen with so many of the products that we're using. Sometimes we have gels or sprays or hairspray, and then you might not be, your shampoo and your conditioner could be building up on your hair. And if your hair is starting to look dull and lifeless, and no matter how much you wash it, it seems to still look that way, you could be having buildup. And there are a lot of really good clarifying shampoos on the market. In fact, here's a few of my favorite, and I'll link even more down in the description below. Number 7 on my list is not choosing an edgier haircut with gray hair. Now, many of us have gone gray, and we're happy with that. But one of the things I've found out, I watch one of my favorite hair YouTubers, Justin Hickox, said what happens when you have gray hair is it tends to make your hairstyle look very conservative. So you can actually go edgier with your haircut, much edgier than you would think, because they are going to counterbalance each other. So you can get into some really fun styles with gray hair. So have fun with your hairstyle and pick something that you really love and really play with your hair. Number 8 on my list is not tailoring your hair care towards your specific needs. You know, you might have been using the same products for the past 20, 30, maybe even 40 years. But just as your skin changes, as you age, your hair also changes. And the products you use probably need to change as well. Look for products that are formulated for aging hair, because they are going to be more hydrating and more nourishing than what you've probably used in the past. Number 9 on my list is ignoring regular trims. Now, this I have done so many times when I'm trying to grow out my hair. I think, oh, if I could go another month or 2 months, then I'll get the length that I need. But then my hair gets damaged, it gets split ends, and they have to cut off almost as much as I grew out. So even if you're growing it out, you want to go for a trim every 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe you can go 10 weeks, but it's really starting to push it. It actually, sometimes I'll find now that I get my hair cut regularly, that my hair will actually look longer because it's been shaped up and it's more flattering. So go get those. Your hair will look amazing. It's like all of a sudden my hair starts to feel like, why does it look awful right now? It just means I need a trim. That's all. You can't pinpoint it, but that's what it is. You probably need a trim. Number 10 on my list is resisting your hair's natural texture. You know, if you're always constantly trying to straighten your curly hair or curl your straight hair, you're doing some damage to your hair. So if you embrace your hair's natural texture, it will reduce the damage and will also give you a more youthful and effortless look. In fact, there is a guy that I watch, another person on YouTube that I watch, and he's called The Makeover Guy. And his videos, he does exactly this. He takes a look at natural hair texture and he does these amazing makeovers, but 90% of the time, he's just returning their hair to its natural texture. And a lot of times they're like, oh, I didn't know that I had so much curl in my hair. And he's just working with what they already have. He gives them these amazing, really quick, easy to style cuts. And like I said, it's using their natural texture, and they look absolutely gorgeous. So I will put a link to him in the description because I love binge watching his channel. Next on my list, number 11, is not adjusting to thinning hair. As we age, it is common for the hair to thin a bit, and holding on to a hairstyle that doesn't suit your thinner hair can be very unflattering. Instead, look for styles that work well with your hair's current texture and volume. Number 12 is overlooking the effects of medication. Now, I think this is something we don't even think of because it's so, well, you're taking your pills that you might need for something completely different, and all of a sudden you're noticing changes to your hair and you're not equating the two together. And certain medications that we might be on if we're over 50 can affect our hair health, and that leads to thinning and texture changes to your hair. So it's really important to consider these effects and adjust your hair routine accordingly. And don't be afraid to talk to your stylist about the changes that you're going through, what you're feeling with your hair, and sometimes get them to look at a new perspective on your hair. They might think, okay, she's been coming to me for 20 years and this is what we always do. I know exactly how she likes it. But maybe you want to have a little consultation, talk to them about how your needs have changed, and they can help you modernize your look, shave off the ears, and give you a fresh style. Don't forget to check that description for the discount code on DryQ. Do you have any hair tips that I left out? I'd love to hear them. Put those in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.